Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey folks, I'm a video series of videos I do for the one hour. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. And folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know on about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, apparently it's National Meatball Day. Who'da thunk? This guy. But anyway, we'll get to that. Yes, indeed, folks. I try out stuff, sometimes in the truck, sometimes in my back room. Today, it's clearly in the truck, but I'm also doing something else. What is that something else? Well, folks, I'm wearing a cool shirt. Folks, when I wear cool shirts, I gotta show off the cool shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Yu Yu Hakusho shirt from Target. It's a new shirt that I've had for, about a week or so now. And I used it in one of my recent reviews, like literally the review that I did before this one. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. It's an older shonen anime from like the very early 90s. At one point in time, it was like one of the biggest shonen anime in Japan. Like it was up there with DBZ. It's kind of lost the spot. It's lost a little bit of its luster over the years, especially since the creator Togashi, he doesn't really do anything with it anymore. Sadly, but it's still a great series. He did go on to do the Hunter x Hunter series, which at some point in time I'm sure I'll get into. But anyway, what am I trying for you all? What does it have to do with National Meatball Day? Well, folks, I got a notification on my Facebook because I do food stuff, so I get notifications about this stuff, that it was National Meatball Day. And specifically that none other than, boom, Potbelly was doing some special stuff. Specifically, they had 3 sandwiches that were going to celebrate meatballs that were only available to order online, and maybe only for today. I really don't know. I got one of them. I had originally wanted to go over there and get all 3, but funding being what it was, I was like, tomorrow's my payday. So if they still have them available, I'll probably try out the other 2 tomorrow. So let's open up the thing. And by the way, I mean, I've been doing a lot of sub sandwich related stuff. I've done stuff from Potbelly before. I've also done a lot of places. I have an entire playlist just for subs called Subs for Subs, just in case you're interested in my sandwich adventures. Boom. Thing. Oh boy. Boom. And let's get another boom. Hopefully this won't be super uber messy. I'm guessing it will, though. It's so well wrapped. So well wrapped. Oh, God. This is ultra messy. Oh, no. This wasn't the shirt to wear for this. That's okay. Boom! Sandwich! Specifically, this is the Fireball sandwich. It is home-style beef, pork meatballs, chili, Potbelly hot peppers, and cheddar. All of them sounded super good, but this was the one where I was like, that sounds like a Brandon Wenzel sandwich right there. So let's give it a shot, and hopefully I don't get a whole bunch of shit all over the place. I probably will. Alright, let's, can we mitigate it a little bit? Can we mitigate it a little bit? I got it on white bread. I didn't customize it right there. I was just like, that's really tasty. That's really tasty. The meatballs taste good. If I'm honest, I could do with, it depends on personal preference. I could do with bigger meatballs. They seem to have opted for smaller ones, but more of them, which is fine. At the end of the day, every bite I'm getting meatball in it. Now, I will say this. They call it the Fireball. Okay, it's fine. Not particularly spicy. There's a little kick, but Mostly when you get one of the peppers. The rest of the sandwich itself. And even really, the peppers do add a little burst of heat, but not that much. It's more texture and just kind of a flavor hit. But it's good. I mean, it's all things that work together. You got chili, you got meatballs, you got peppers. Those are all things that work. I will say, the cheddar is definitely the most understated thing here. It's there, but I think it's on the bottom. And as a result, you don't really get a lot of it. Like, it's there. It's doing its thing. But against all the other flavors, it really can't compete. The bread's actually really nice too. Like, you can taste it tastes fresh, and that it's been nicely toasted. It's got a little crunch to it, but it's not hard. Bean! Chili bean tastes good. I will say the chili is it's not spectacular chili, at least not by my personal standards. It's okay chili. For me, and I've been to a chili eating contest. Not as a judge or anything, though personally I think I should have been. Because I personally thought that the one the judges chose, that one was like mid-tier for me. But overall, that was pretty damn tasty. That is actually one where I would personally like to see that as like a full menu item for Potbelly. Because it was very full of flavor. Now, me personally, I'd like to see some added heat. I think that they clearly wanted it to be something hot, and I get it. It's a, widely available item. You can't go crazy with it. But I do think you could have gone more so with it than they did. Because really, the heat level is pretty weak. Even when you bite into the peppers, you get a very quick burst of heat, and then everything else just kind of drowns it out. Flavor-wise, it's definitely on point. Heat-wise, yeah, not where I personally feel it should have been. Because, I really don't. Even after wolfing that whole thing down, you all saw me do it. It just wasn't anything, I don't really have a tingle in my mouth or anything like that. So, but 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes. 100%. I like a meatball sub anyway. Meatball subs are just good. They're a classic sub. They do a great job. I don't really highlight them very often or at all in my subs for subs playlist. But that's just because in general, a meatball sub is a decent standard to go by. Like, even if you're just going to Subway or some shit, meatball subs are okay. So, if you're going to do a meatball sub and you want me to go over there and, really work with it, you got to give me something unique to do. That's what this did. Like I said, I don't think it fully delivered on what it was trying, but ultimately it was very tasty. And, even if it didn't have quite the impact I was hoping for, that was a damn fine sub. I enjoyed eating it. As for recommending it, like I said, I don't know how long it's going to be around for. I'm going to try to upload this tonight, but the fact of the matter is that by the time people see it, it might be too late to go over there and do it. I apologize. I had to deal with some medical stuff earlier in the day. Nothing bad, but just, normal bullshit. So, hopefully you can get in and give it a shot. And like I said, there are 2 other flavors. If they're available tomorrow, I will probably go over there and try them out. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your year. And folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly subtastic rest of your life. Because, folks, subs are just fantastic. You can put almost anything in them. They can be vegetarian or vegan or whatever. And they're wonderful. Hell, you can even do like gluten-free ones if you really want to. Final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity to the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to do. Sometimes it's the most difficult thing in the world to do, even on National Meatball Day. Some of us don't even realize it's National Meatball Day. Some of us realize it's National Meatball Day, but don't have meatballs to celebrate. It's important when we find ourselves in these types of situations, folks. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to celebrate National Meatball Day in your own way. That rhymed a little bit. Maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to cook up a shitload of meatballs, sew them into a suit, and reenact the Buffalo Bill scenes from the Silence of the Lambs. I wouldn't do that, but I'm not as dedicated to the craft as some people, so my meatball sewing skills have withered with age. Or conversely, just make yourself some meatballs. They're actually pretty easy to make and they're super delicious. Bye!